Hi everyone, welcome to Moonbeam's Messages. This is a collective reading today that is for Sun, Moon and Risings. If it doesn't resonate with yourself, then please take what resonates with you and leave the rest for someone else. I hope you like your messages today. If you do, please like and subscribe to the channel and you'll get updates every time that I put new content on the channel. Okay, let's get into the reading. Hi, this is a self-reflection reading for Taurus. Now, before I get into the reading, I just wanted to see what people thought of this. I've been given a wand. It's got rose quartz at either end, and then we've got some amethyst and some onyx on a wooden staff with, it's all connected with twine. If you can let me know in the comments what you think of it, that'd be amazing. Right, so... so the idea then of a self-reflection reading is that we all get a bit stuck and we all need to do some inner healing work every now and then. So the idea of this is for Spirit to give us some guidance on what healing may need to be done. Now this is a collective reading, so it will not resonate for everybody. So please just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you don't find anything in it for yourself, check your other placements. You may find a message in those. Okay, so today is the 9th of June. Hopefully when it falls into your feed is when it's relevant for yourself. It's likely to include your past, present and future, as it is a self-reflection reading. Okay, so Spirit, can we get some cards for Taurus for their current self-reflection journey? Oh, and we've got jumpers to start with. Yours is the only one that's given me so many cards as a jump at the start. Everyone else I've had to split the deck for, near enough. Got any more that want to jump out? Any more, Spirit? And we do, yeah. Okay, we've got 3 there. Right. In your overall energy, we've got the We've got the 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. Now that 7 of Pentacles is suggesting that you are currently looking at whether or not you want to move your invested energy, whether you want to basically up and change it to somewhere else. So whether this is that you're currently in a job and you're deciding, is it for you? Whether it's a relationship, you're currently looking at it thinking, is this for you? You know, whatever kind of situation you're in, maybe you're single and you're thinking, is this right for you? And you're currently reevaluating it and deciding, should you go and you know, spend your energy somewhere else. Now, when you look at the 7 of Pentacles, we usually look at the Pentacles as being seeds and them growing. So it's literally like you're in the energy of wanting to take your seeds and go and plant them somewhere else and wait for them to grow. Because where you're growing them at the moment, it's not being very abundant. Okay, now what you're currently telling yourself is you're telling yourself everything's fine. You're happy families. Whether that is true or not, you know, obviously it can't be if you've got that 7 of Pentacles in the reverse energy. But you are, I suppose you could be telling yourself that that's what you want, that you want the happy families, you want everything to be okay, you want that happy ending. What you've got in what you're hiding from yourself is just scared you'll never be happy. And you've also got this King of Swords, which is suggesting that, you're great at communicating, but you're also quite closed off. So, and you've got really high standards. So maybe it's very much of you're scared that your high standards will never be met and you'll never be happy because of it. or that it's going to take you a long time to meet somebody, or get what you want because of your high standards potentially. Maybe you're ashamed that you haven't been able to get what you want. Maybe it could be a shame that you've got of having such high standards. And now what you can do to heal yourself at the moment, we've got this Hangman in the reverse. Now that is suggesting that you need to take a look from a different perspective potentially. And that, it's not quite what you think. You need to, look at it from a different viewpoint. So it is suggesting that at the moment you're stuck on one viewpoint. You need to, have a look at it from a different viewpoint potentially, and kind of surrender your current viewpoint, your current behavior maybe, and look at it from a different perspective. Now, what you need to let go of is fantasies and dreams, romanticism, and also things that are hidden from you. You need to let that go. The moon is at night time. It's things that are in the dark that you can't see potentially. You need to potentially let go of the fact that you don't know what's coming. You can't control it potentially. You've got no idea what's going on in the background. You might be somebody that really likes to have control and know everything that's going on, but this is suggesting you need to let go of that. Okay, you need to let go of potentially fantasies and dreams that you, not necessarily letting go of your dreams, but letting go of things that are unrealistic, potentially, because you can't see a way of making them a reality. Okay, so maybe that is, these unrealistic expectations, letting them go. Not unrealistic expectation, but like your high standards might be slightly unrealistic, so you might have to let them go. They could just be a dream or a fantasy that you've got, that you're expecting somebody to meet, that kind of thing. And what you need to embrace, so you've got an Ace of Pentacles, which is a new abundant start. You've got a Knight of Wands in reverse, so that is suggesting that if you could have been very energetically chasing things previously. This is suggesting that you don't necessarily, how do I put it? When it's in the upright, it's a bit of a in and out energy. Somebody that's a bit of a, we call it the player of the deck. It's suggesting that you let go of that energy, that you embrace being consistent potentially, maybe not pursuing things as energetically as you once did. Divert your energies to a new start. Now you do have the Seven of Wands as well, so that is suggesting that there might be a bit of conflict, but it is suggesting that you need to stand up for yourself and what you want. Okay, and that's something again that you need to embrace. That you need to embrace some self-confidence and decisive action. Let's get some clarification on these for you, Taurus. So let's start with clarifying this 10 of Cups. Let's see what it is this 10 of Cups that you're telling yourself actually is. We'll get a bit more information on it. Please clarify this 10 of Cups for us, Spirit. Can you give us any more for this 10 of Cups, please, Spirit? Okay. So we've got the Five of Swords in the reverse, the Death card in the upright, and the 10 of Swords in the reverse. Okay. You have got 2 10s so far on this, so that might suggest that you are closing out a cycle. I would also suggest checking out 1010 on as recurring numbers. It might be something that's relevant to you, but it could be that you've got your angel guides, trying to give you messages, potentially. It's usually letting you know that you're on the right path or that something needs to be done. So, yeah, so this 10 of, like I say, this 10 of Cups is either you telling yourself you want a happy ending, a happy life, happy family, or you're telling yourself you've already got it. Now, this Five of Swords in the reverse is suggesting that you are staying out of people's business. You're avoiding dramatic situations. We've got the Death card in the upright, which is suggesting something is coming to an end and you were aware of it, whether that is a relationship potentially, whether that is also, just a transitionary period. Maybe it's something where you're changing yourself, how you look at life. It could be that you are, regenerating a belief system. You might be releasing certain things from your past so you can move forward with something new. And we do have this 10 of Swords in the reverse, which is suggesting that, you are potentially at the end of a cycle, but you're stuck in old thought patterns, potentially. And it means that your cycle hasn't ended. So, but it's also something that you're obsessing over, possibly. So I've got a feeling that this is something where you're telling yourself that you want this and you're obsessing over the possibility of having this. And it's very much like that something needs to end in order to do that. And you're absolutely obsessing over that you need something to end. But you're trying to ignore any sort of conflict and things that might trigger you. And that's saying, the Five of Swords is successfully ignoring those as well. So, it is, yeah, you're avoiding conflict and fights. I mean, it could be, like I say, it could be that you're telling yourself everything's fine, everything's happy. You're avoiding conflicts and fights within a family dynamic, but deep down it's due to end, but you're stuck obsessing over telling yourself that it's okay and it's what you want. Yeah. Or it could be that you're trying to avoid, maybe you've got people telling you that you need to have a happy family home life. And you're now telling yourself that because you want to avoid conflict, so that you know that certain behaviors you've got have to come to an end. So you've become obsessed because of the people have told you that. Let's get this clarification on this Sun card and the King of Swords spirit, please. Please clarify this. These things that for shame or fear. Please clarify this Sun and the King of Swords spirit. Okay, so you're scared of waiting patiently and making plans and waiting for something, or not necessarily scared, maybe you're ashamed of that. So, like I said, here we've got obviously your communication and I completely lost. Sorry. I'm having a brain fart. Yeah, so your King of Swords, obviously, that was your high standards, your communication. The Sun, having a delay in your happiness, either fearing it or you're ashamed of it. So you're making plans, and you're waiting patiently. You've got this Knight of Swords who it's like you can't make up your mind. And then we've got the Wheel of Fortune, which is suggesting that you are scared of bad karma. Maybe you're fearful of making the wrong decision and things turning in the wrong direction. So like you're worried that you might experience karma for making the wrong decision. Yeah, or you maybe you've made a wrong decision and you're ashamed that you have experienced, setbacks, and things have been you might have missed opportunities because you may have made the wrong choice. And you're fearful of that happening again because it might have already happened to you previously. And it's like you're waiting patiently for potentially things to improve, but you might be not learning what you need to learn, because that Wheel of Fortune as well is suggesting that you've not learned certain lessons that need to be learned. Maybe you're scared of learning lessons, or you're scared you haven't learnt the lesson correctly and you might just repeat the same cycle that you've had before. Let's get clarification on this Hangman. Spirit, can you clarify this Hangman, please? Okay, we've got 2 cards there. Okay, you've got 2s coming out as reoccurring numbers, so you've got quite a few 10s. That's 3 of them out now. Okay, so that Hanged Man then is looking at, like I say, you need to look at things from a different perspective. You've got the 2 of Pentacles in the reverse, which is suggesting that you might be a bit out of balance, feeling like you've got a lack of choices in front of you. Maybe you've feeling like you're being forced into something. The Sword is you not wanting to make a decision. That 2 of Swords, it's like you're either you don't want to see the options in front of you. You don't want to make a decision. No, you need to be careful that you don't make a decision without considering, or without it's like you're looking at it blindly. But what it does suggest is that to find balance, you need to make a decision without considering others. So based on yourself, thinking about yourself and about what you want. Yes, it could mean that you might end up potentially hurting someone, or it might even make you feel like you're being abandoned. But it's a decision that you need to make. It could be that you don't want to make someone else feel abandoned, potentially. It could also be that you need to abandon certain viewpoints that you've got with that 5 of Pentacles. It is suggesting that you might have support networks that you're not accessing as well. So you might need to, reevaluate things from a different perspective. Instead of looking at something from what other people want, look at it from what you want in order to balance out yourself. I mean, it's like I was saying earlier, if this is that you've got somebody telling you that you need to have, happy families, happy life, but you've then took that on board, and then you're trying to tell yourself that that's what you need, but you've got to cut things out, and you've got to, you're scared of making decisions. This is telling you need to make a decision based on what you want. Yes, you might feel like you might struggle a little bit, but it will help you heal, and it will help you get where you want to. Sometimes struggling isn't necessarily a bad thing, because it teaches you how to do it, how to be strong, and how to cope. and it's usually only a short term as well. And yeah, it'll help you find some balance. So it is making that decision based on what you want and not necessarily considering other people within it. So if it's family that are telling you you need to, get married and have a happy family, and they're convinced you that that is the way of doing it, you need to seriously do some inner thinking of what is throwing you out of balance. What do you need in order to move forward? What do you want? Okay. Now, this moon card that we've got of what you need to let go of then. So clarifying that, we've got the Ace of Wands in the reverse, the Devil, and the King of Wands. Okay. So this could be a person, or this could be, again, feelings, thoughts. It could be something to do with yourself. But obviously that moon card is telling you to let go of things that are hidden. That the whole potential dream, not necessarily dreams, but fantasies. So like we're saying here, with your high standards that you might have, releasing those. Now that Ace of Wands in the reverse it's like you've lost the lust for life, potentially. Things don't make you excited, so it's suggesting that you release that, get excited about things again. You've got a Devil card, which is suggesting that you need to release negative influences on your life, potentially toxic behaviors you may have. It could even be releasing toxic people, potentially. Maybe you need to release a King of Wands that might be toxic to you. But yeah, this is releasing toxic traits. It could also be like a codependency. So if this is a relationship that you're in, and you don't want to make a decision because you're scared of abandoning somebody, potentially, this could be telling you that you need to release that. This King of Wands also represents loyalty, standing up for others. So it could very well be that you might be putting everyone else first. So you might need to release that way of thinking, of putting everyone else first, because at the end of the day, if you're not looking after you and you're too busy looking after everyone else, who's going to look after you? Because a lot of the time you'll find that you're that busy looking after other people that nobody comes to look after you, maybe, or they don't look after you as well. There's a lot. It's like there's more people that will take from you out there than what will give. So it's it's like looking after yourself. You might have been loyal to this particular situation, but if it's not working, then it's like releasing that loyalty to the situation as such. Same with standing up for others. You might not want to hurt people. You might not want to make a decision for yourself because you're scared of hurting others, because you're usually the person that stands up for them and fights for them and protects them. This is suggesting that you might need to release that kind of mentality, okay? Now what you need to embrace, let's have a look. Spirit, can you clarify this Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, and the Seven of Swords, please, Holy Spirit? Spirit, please clarify what needs embracing. I love how all my Alexas seem to go off at different times for notifications. Okay, so you need to embrace some sort of burden from your past. You've got a lot of sixes here as well now. So you've got the Ten of Wands. So that is now all the different tens that have come out. Okay. So you need to release you've also got the Wheel of Fortune, which is the 10. Yeah, so embracing. So this is a burden. Now, burdens can usually be shared. You know, they don't have to be on their own. This is something where it's the end of a burden as well. So it's like you're getting ready to put it down. So embracing the fact that something is coming to an end, you need to release it so that you can have that new start. We have got the Six of Cups. So yes, okay, this is maybe past life, past relationships. It's something from the past that's made you very happy, very nostalgic. So embrace, you know, happy memories, potentially something from the past. And then we've also got this Six of Pentacles in the reverse, which is suggesting that something hasn't been particularly fair for you, maybe, or you might not have been fair to others. But it's suggesting that you might need to, I mean, with everything else that's in here, I'm going to say, to me, it looks like this is, I'm saying 6, that's a 4, not a 6. I'm going mad. So this is giving freely, okay? So embracing giving freely. Embracing the fact that, you know, happiness can't be bought as such. So if it's something where you used to throw a lot of money at things, or you got parents that throw money at things to make people happy, then it's like learning that's not everything. You can't, money doesn't make people happy. You know, it's appreciating that certain things can't be bought as such. It's also giving generously of your time, your effort, you know, your love possibly. Like I say, it might be, you know, it's very likely that this conflict could be a bit of a burden. But you know, embrace the happiness from the background, give freely to it, and you should find that whatever this conflict is that's going on, where you need to be standing up for yourself, you know, the burden will lessen with you learning from your happy memories from the past and embracing giving, a more giving nature. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to get an Angel of Light card as well for you, Taurus. Spirit, can we get an Angels of Light card message for Taurus for anything else that you would like them to know about, anything else that could help them? Okay, so we've got cooperation and Archangel Shamuel. So cooperation then, so angel wisdom suggests that you use your skills and talents for the common good. Eliminate power struggles, conflict and competition which come from an ego desire to win. Cooperation for the highest good promotes harmony and togetherness and draws the best from everyone. Make it your aim that everyone has a sense of satisfaction from work done. Then you become a spreader of goodwill and harmony. Your angel guidance is to bring people together and explore how you can mutually assist each other. Your attitude of sharing will ensure that you benefit in your turn. The angels will bless your endeavors. So again, that's that whole, you know, giving freely. The affirmation, I cooperate with everyone. And then Archangel Shamuel. So Archangel Shamuel works on the pink ray of love, and being blessed with the Archangel card indicates that you are ready to open your heart to unconditional love. Love has no restrictions and accepts all people as they are, nor does it judge. True love is so powerful that it dissolves hurt, anger, and separation. Let love flow from your heart and touch your loved ones, those you dislike, and strangers. This creates a bridge of light which the angels can move along to bring hope and peace. In return, your life will be blessed and filled with love. Your affirmation, my heart is filled with a flame of love. Okay, so that again is suggesting that if you do have high expectation, you know, high standards, you know, releasing those, and you know, don't let high standards cause restrictions for you when it comes to love. Okay, so yeah, I hope that has helped some of you Tauruses out there. Good luck on your self-reflection journey. Thank you for joining me.